So hi everybody, welcome back. I thought that I would show you guys my 2021 Hobonichi planner plans. You can see there's multiple here because, you know, like I said in my earlier video, I can't choose one. So I'll show you what I'm planning to do and what my thoughts are, and maybe you guys can help me make some decisions. So the first one is the A6, and this one I have in English, and this is the Foxy Fix cover that I was showing you guys in an earlier video. My plan for this is to go back to what I had done back in 2017, which is make this a journal. So I'm going to stick this on my nightstand. It'll be something like this where I just literally write every night a little bit in the planner, and that's all I'm going to do. So it's really not going to be a planner as much as a memory keeper. I might put highlights of big events here, but then every day I'm just going to journal about the day. I really liked that when I did that back in 2017. I tried 18 and 19 and kind of fell off the wagon, partly because I didn't keep it by my bed. So I'm going to go back to that discipline. I'll stick a pen in here, and yeah, so that's not really a planner, it's more of a journal, but that's what I'm going to be using the A6 for. I also am thinking about ordering an A6 Avec to possibly use for planning if I decide that the weeks isn't working, which let me show you that. So here's the weeks, but this is what I'm using right now. I started it, well, I started it last week when I got it, so I'll show you that. But this is a Moterm cover. I've got a notebook in the back here that I'm going to use to put some of the collections, things that are not year specific, that just go from year to year, phone numbers, addresses, things like that will go in here. And I'm just going to keep that tucked back in here. I've got coupons here, stamps here, and I always keep a little bit of money for emergencies there. And my Hobonichis stencil. This is a card my husband gave me in 1986, and it's been in every planner I've had since then, so it stays. And then this is my new to me mega week. So the last video, the first video I did, you guys saw the regular one that I had, the regular weeks, that was a boat, the one with the swallows on the cover, and I just realized as soon as I started setting it up that I was not going to be happy in the smaller weeks. I had used Omega for the last couple of years, and I always felt like I had plenty of room to spread out, and when I went back to that smaller one, then I felt like I was going to have to hoard the pages in the back, and I didn't want to be afraid to use my planner because I was afraid I was going to run out of space. I'd rather have more space and not need it than not have enough. Because I tend to be a hoarder in terms of being afraid of running out of things. So I figured might as well just go ahead and buy a week's. So that's what I did, or excuse me, a mega. So that's what I did. I've got it in a clear cover on cover, which is some scrapbooking paper stuck in here, which is my favorite way to use these covers, is just change out the scrapbook paper month to month as the seasons change and my mood changes. So yeah, that's what I do. You'll see I've also got a Velcro here, so if I took this out of the leather cover, this pretty much stands alone as a cover. So you put a little piece of Velcro here, a little piece of Velcro here, and then it closes itself up, and you've got, you know, on the go, very light and easy cover. It's my favorite hack ever for the Hobonichi covers. So nothing really special or fancy here that I haven't already showed you about this, so I'll just get this out of the way so I have more room here to work. As I said before, what I do here is, this is shopping lists, notes, things like that. I just keep some random paper stuck in here. And the same thing over here, just Post-its that are easy for me to grab and write on. In the front here, I've got my daughter's school holidays marked. And then, you know, I just basically replicated everything in here that I had done in the smaller version. Very minimal in terms of decorations or stickers, but I do like a little bit. So that's what the months will be. It's just forward planning stuff that may change. I put on the Post-it note stuff that I know that's not changing. I just write it in. And then the weeks here's how I'm using the weeks. So all my appointments are over here, to-dos are here, and then I usually put meal planning down here. So I'll show you on this one because it's a little bit more filled out. So you can see over here I had meals and TV shows we were watching. And then this was where I was trying to do daily to-dos over here, but I just feel like it gets so cluttered. I don't really like it. But the idea here is this is just my brain dump of everything I need to get done that week. And the meal plan, this is kind of a brain dump page. And then this is where the action happens. Here I started tracking meals, weather, and steps, which I'm just trying, I'm recovering from foot surgery, so I'm trying to get myself motivated to walk a little more, which is why I'm tracking my steps. So I really liked this. The weather to me is kind of superfluous. I don't know that I'll keep it up because I always forget to do it anyway. So this is this week. You can see I kind of amped up the stickers a little bit because it was Christmas. All the stickers you see are Cocoa Daisy stickers. They have a beautiful selection of weeks stickers. They actually have 2 subscriptions, one that's for the monthly page and one that's for the weekly pages. They're designed specifically for the weeks, and I really, really like them and will continue to use them. So this is this week, and I didn't even bother with the weather yesterday. I'll probably just abandon the weather idea unless something significant happens, like snow or something, because we don't get snow. So that's pretty much how I'm using the weekly. I shared in an Instagram post, but I'll show here, these tabs that I have. I got those from Jet Pens. I don't think I still have the paper that it came in, but I'll post the link on on the bottom of the page here. But they are fantastic. I've been using them for 4 years, and just really, really like them because they're so minimal and yet effective. So I like how they show up. And I have some that, these have numbers on them, and I have some that are colored without numbers. And my plan is, in the back here, I'm going to be using the back like a bullet journal. And so my plan is to have the corresponding color where the monthly bullet journal page starts, so that it'll be easy for me to cross-reference, you know, where each one started. So before I get distracted too, this is the Cocoa Daisy sticker. So this is the monthly one. And you can see it even has stickers to go across the top if you want to decorate like that. And then this is the weekly. I think there's 5 pages. This page is clear, which I really like. And then these, you can go down the side of the page where the, right here. Personally, I don't use these because it bulks this up and gives you a lump. But I know people who use them and like them. Then these are designed to be, these 2 pages are designed to be together like that. And so you could put this like this part at the bottom down here. This is your year, make it count across the bottom, and cover all of this up if you wanted to. I don't use them that way, again, because I don't want the lumpiness, but I do use them. Actually, I like them in the monthly view. So you can see I did that here. I used one in the monthly view. So I'll probably pick whichever one of these I like the most, which will probably be this polka dotted one, and stick that on the monthly view. I've never used these the way they were intended, I think, which is like to have a weekly tracker of one thing, but I did stick a piece of it up here. Other stickers in the set, there's these, which honestly I've never used those either, but they're cute, and the check marks. And then this one. So these 2 pages are the ones I use the most, and then these I use sporadically. But I just love this. To me, these 2 pages are worth the subscription. If she could do more of these, and I would be thrilled. But anyway, aren't they cute? Look at the little birds and the coffee cups. I just love the design and the artwork. So that's the Cocoa Daisy stuff. Back to the planner. So the plan is, you know, I'll still continue to track my meals over here, and I'll probably continue to track my steps. Next week, I probably won't divide it up. I'll just write it in like top and bottom. So I'll probably do kind of like what I did here without the extra lines, because I don't like the lines. This was okay with the highlighter, but the lines to me are just too much. They just are distracting visually, cluttery. So I didn't do that here. I'll probably, like I said, just write it in. So that's what this will be. And then in the back, what I have done is set this up like a bullet journal. So here's my key, which I somewhat stick to. And then I took the time to create an index. So I sat down and wrote every page number down, because I know if I don't do this, I won't keep up with my index. And so like December daily started here, and I've got a green highlighter, and I'll just continue the green highlighter until I have another something. And then that way I know every page there was a December page. And then if I have something else I need to write in here that I just stuck a page in, I can still write it in there. I don't know what happened there. It's a little crooked, but it's okay. Embrace imperfection, right? So this is where I'll write down meal ideas. This will be contacts. I haven't finished setting this up yet. I'll track all of my books for 2021. The ones that I want to read, I write in here, and then when I start them and finish them, and if I pick something that's not on the list, I'll just write it in. But I like to be able to look back and see what I've read. These will be movies that we want to watch or movies that we have watched. I really like looking back at that over the course of the year. TV shows. And this, I saw in another video, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was that did this, but she had written the name of the show, and then she wrote like 1, 2, 3, 4, if there were 4 seasons, and then she would circle the season that she was watching. I think I'm going to do the same thing here, and then I'll color in the circle as we finish. So like if we finish season 1, the circle would be colored in, and if we were watching season 2, it would be circled. And when we finished it, we color in the circle. So that's the idea. I'll probably track here. 2021 podcast, this is new. I've never done this before, but I want to keep track of the podcasts that I either want to watch or are watching. And then I added this little circle here at the bottom. I'm not sure. This was another idea before I thought about using the colored tabs. There was from a freebie, which I thought I had stuck in here. Here it is, from Planner Kate. And there actually happens to be 12 of these. So I thought, I could use one per month to indicate at a glance on the spine where the month started. But this one is so minimal that you can't even really see it. So I don't know if it'll work or not. But that was the idea, was that I would start down here for December and then January, February, March. But I think I'm going to probably use the colors. Those stick out and show up a little better. And this is removable, so it would be easy for me to take off. So here's how I'm using the bullet journal pages. Really and truly trying to make it like a true bullet journal. So just train of thought. I don't start the next day until the next morning. And I've got a heart for things that made me happy. The little TV icon for what we watched on TV. So I don't have to track that back here anymore. And the triangle is for things that are time bound that I need to remember. Yeah, so an X means I didn't do it, whatever it was. And then an arrow is notes, things that I, just made a note of. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And again, true bullet journal style. I just did everything I wanted to get done that weekend here. And then immediately below it, I started brainstorming what we were going to eat for Christmas. So back here on my index page, what I'll probably do is go back here and write down for page 10 Christmas meals, so that I'll remember that's where that was if I'm looking back later and want to know what we ate. And then again, I don't want to show you that, YouTube video ideas. So again, I put that on my index page. In the back, which I'm also not going to show you because my kids might be looking, are Christmas. So this, I always stick it in the back. So 2020 Christmas baking. This page is gifts, which I'm not going to show you, but these are all Cocoa Daisy stickers. And then in the very back here, I will put my bill tracker. And the way I have done it in the past is this column over here has all the bills you know, who I'm paying for both our business and personal. And then I just divide this up into 3 of these squares wide columns all the way across, and I can fit pretty much the whole year here. I think I've been able to do like 11 or 10 or 11 months. I'm going to try to make it work this year. I may actually turn it this way and do it this way and see if I can make it work better this way. And then I could maybe use this line. I don't know. That's why it's not written yet. I still am thinking about how I want to do it. Beyond that, in the back here, I don't use any of these pages. So what I will probably do is like I have done in years past, which is print on Tomoe River paper some things that I like to keep for reference, like my kids' school schedules, some contact information, that kind of stuff that I use over and over again. And then I'll just glue them down over this paper. But if it's on Tomoe River paper, it's not quite so thick. I'll show you some of that when I do a bullet journal video and show you some of my past bullet journals. I think that's it. That's my page marker with an extra pen loop because I like to keep my highlighter in here as well. So that is the weeks, and right now I'm seriously considering using this and nothing else for a planner next year. Although, like I said, my brain is thinking about the A6 Avec, and I'm trying to resist that. And then I also have this, which I'm just a mess. This is a cousin. This was what I was originally going to plan in for 2021 until my friend Lisa and my friend Sam started using their weeks, and I saw theirs and I was like, oh, I missed that. I want to go back to that. So I don't know. I'm very torn as to what I want to do with this. I have found the A5 to be extremely functional. I've used the Avec in years past. This is the first cousin I bought in years. I actually am seriously considering using this too as a planner, and maybe even going back to like I did in my very first one in 2016 and making it my everything planner. But I would take way too much in terms of notes for work. So I know I couldn't put work stuff in here, but you know, it just may be that these two become best friends and I use both. I don't know. That's my struggle. Right now, I'm using this and it works, and it's working great. My concern is when the holidays are over and school ramps back up, am I going to not have enough room in this? Am I going to feel crowded? And I know what my next 6 months look like for work and how busy it's going to be in my daughter's last 6 months of her junior year. So I'm just afraid this might not be enough. So I'm not willing to give this up just yet, but do I want to risk ruining the happiness of using this to try to keep this up? I'm seriously thinking about keeping them both synced. Like maybe, and this is what I used to do years ago, was I would spend an hour or so on a Saturday afternoon and kind of sync between planners, like whatever I had in the weeks I would put in the A5 and vice versa, or the A6 or whatever I was using. And I'm thinking I might do that in January. Use this for my everyday everything, but Saturday spend a few minutes and sync this up so that if I decide this is too small, I still have the whole year in here. It would also afford me a little bit more room if I needed to write, you know, copious notes about something. I have the whole page. I'm not one of those kind of people that does a lot of heavy-duty journaling, so this smaller A6 is perfect for a journal. And I don't think I would be the kind of person to keep a any other kind of journaling. I'm not as I've shown you in other videos, not an artistic person. I'm not going to art journal. I'm not going to draw any of that kind of stuff. So the creativity for me is, I find in other places like knitting and crocheting and baking and stuff like that. So I'm still struggling what I'm going to do with the A5, but like I said, I'm not willing to let it go just yet. So this is it for 2021, unless I really go crazy and order the A6 And then at that point, I think somebody should put me in timeout because if I don't know what I'm going to do with the A5, I don't know what I'm going to do with the A6. So yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient and sticking with me all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. And I do have a few other videos planned, but if there's anything you have questions about or you're curious about, please don't hesitate to let me know. I would love to interact with you guys and create videos that you're interested in. Take care and happy holidays.